Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I posted on YouTube. Life's been busy, okay? And with everything going on in the world, it felt like a good time to take a break. But you know what? We're not going to talk about that too much. We're just going to dive into this video. As you can already tell by the title, this is my 2016 BMW M4. Yes, it's secondhand, but it only has 42,000 kilometers on it. And considering it's a 2016, that's actually really good. It's spec'd almost exactly the way I want it, other than the fact that it's not a competition package. But it pretty much has everything else, and we're going to do a quick walk around the car, and we're also going to check out the interior and just the kind of stuff that you can get out of a car such as this. So let's go. Ooh, look at that booty. It is such a wide body compared to my old car. I love it. I want to make it look wider, and I know a couple things I can do, like adding rear spats here makes the car look more complete, a little bit wider, and that's the kind of look that I'm going for. So eventually I'll get there, but for now, everything that comes with this, it's called the M Performance Carbon Package. It comes with the rear lip here, carbon fiber, comes with the carbon fiber rooftop here as well. I kind of miss the fact that I don't have a moonroof, but you know what, weight reduction, right? Carbon fiber mirror caps right here, carbon fiber splitters in the front, comes with the lip as well. Lip's not carbon fiber, unfortunately. Side skirts come equipped with this car too, not carbon fiber, but completes the look. I'm a really big fan of these wheels, these BMW wheels. I know maybe some of you guys would not agree with that, but I'm kind of like a 5-spoke person, and even though this is technically 10 spokes, I can kind of count these as one together. So it's kind of nice, and it also kind of caves in as well, which is really nice. That's the type of look that I like. So I've heard that the engines sound a lot better on these when the car is warm. So I've warmed up the car now for about 5 minutes, and we're gonna do a couple revs, and then we're gonna do a couple passes and see how the exhaust sounds. Keep in mind that this is the stock exhaust. This is not an M Performance exhaust or anything. Nothing's been altered, and it's just purely stock factory out of BMW. Let's go. Alright guys, again, this is a 2016 BMW M4, and as you can see, it is a stick shift. If you guys don't know, finding a stick shift in an M4 is actually pretty rare. So I'm very fortunate enough to have found this car, and I definitely wouldn't have settled for an automatic. There are tons of automatics for sale right now, and I'm just not an automatic type of guy. My car needs to be manual. I need to be able to be one with the car. I know it sounds a little pretentious, but being one with the car really gives you a different experience when you're driving. If you guys have never tried manual, I suggest that you try it before you knock it. I know a lot of people think it's not for them, and they haven't even tried manual, so I suggest that you guys give it a try at least once and see how it makes you feel. Now, compared to the Subaru, I'd say the tech in here, even though it's an older car than my Subaru, which was a 2017, the tech is significantly better. And by that I mean you get a lot more bells and whistles when it comes to customization and all that stuff. And the thing is with BMW, because it's a luxury brand technically, I guess, and it's also a performance brand, a lot of those things that you would pay more money to get in, say, like a Japanese car, normally that stuff comes as standard for BMW, even with their base models. And don't get me wrong, I love the WRX. After a couple years though, it got really boring. It just wasn't enough power. So this car, if you guys don't know, it has 424 horsepower and 406 pounds of torque, versus the WRX, which is 264 horsepower, and I forgot how much the torque was, but definitely a lot lower than this car. Alright, so now I'm in the driver's side. This is what the cockpit looks like when you're sitting here. Right off the bat, you can see that I have an Alcantara steering wheel. I'm not personally the biggest fan of this. If you guys don't know much about Alcantara steering wheels, it is almost like a cloth feel to it, and it's very different than the standard leather that you normally have in cars. And the thing with this is it can get very dirty very quickly. So if you're just a naturally dirty-handed type of person, and by that I mean if you work in an industry where your hands or your skin are always getting dirty and maybe you don't like to you know, fully clean up after work, I don't know, then this is not the steering wheel for you. And I know some people even wear driving gloves when they have this type of steering wheel. I would never do that. That's just not my style. So I'm gonna try to keep my hands clean for as long as I have this, and I'm still getting used to it. But I think at some point I'm probably gonna switch over to the leather, and then I'm gonna sell this one here. We'll see how it goes. This is my first time ever having an Alcantara steering wheel, so maybe I will start to like it after a couple weeks or so. So we'll see. And you probably also noticed that this has the carbon fiber and performance trim for the steering wheel. Very, very nice touch. I love it. And yeah, let's get into the modes here. So every time you turn the car on, this is the mode that starts up. The engine is on efficient, the suspension is on sport, and the steering wheel is on sport. On the steering wheel, there are two buttons here, M1 and M2. I assume the M stands for mode. When I press M1, it goes into the sportiest setting that this car has, Sport Plus, all around. This is the mode that you want to go on when you want to go completely ham and open up. M2, I have it set so that it's somewhere in between the default mode and Sport Plus. So this is what you'll see here, Sport all around. And you can really feel the difference every time you change the modes here. Like for instance, the last one is the steering wheel. And when you go into Sport Plus, the steering wheel gets stiffer. And then when you're back into comfort mode, the steering wheel is really loose. It's insane what kind of tech this BMW has compared to the 2017 WRX, which was a year newer than this car. But yeah, you can see right there, 42,000 kilometers. I've already done about 227 kilometers since I got the car, and it's actually pretty efficient on gas, I gotta say. I'm actually very surprised. You'd expect that maybe it would be a gas guzzler, but it really isn't. It's not bad for what it is, considering that it's such a strong car. The infotainment system is pretty standard in terms of BMW. Still a lot of customizations to be involved in it, but I'm not going to really get into that. Dual climate control, kind of nice, but I don't like the fact that you can't control both at the same time. So you're always going to have to like match the numbers. So if I go here 22, I have to go 22 on this side, and there's like no button so that they can both go up together. But that's not a big deal for me. The biggest reason I bought this car is because I wanted the power and I wanted the comfort. And I've never had a coupe car before. All the cars I've had are 4-doors. So this is a really cool experience to experience. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see because of the fact that it's so bright outside, but this car comes with a heads-up display, and this is something I never knew that I needed until I had it. It's amazing. It displays everything. It displays your music that's playing, it displays your navigation, it displays your RPMs here, it displays the speed limit of where you are. My advice to you guys is if you're getting this car, I suggest that you add that on because it is an amazing feature to have. So yeah guys, let's welcome to the family my BMW M4. If it's one thing that I regret not doing back then is incorporating my WRX more into my channel. You only really got to see it towards the end of its lease, and now that I have this car, I plan to make it a part of the channel. So if you guys have any suggestions for mods or anything like that for this car, let me know. I know there are a ton of them out there, and if I can do them, I will do them. And guys, I am beyond words right now. Being able to have this car, being able to feel its power, being able to drive it in general is just such a dream come true. I knew at some point in my life I wanted an M3 or an M4. I didn't know it was going to be now, and when I saw this car and I saw that it was a manual and it was black, I knew it was the one for me. Coming from a white car, I wanted something that was a little bit more low profile, a little bit more sleek, and this fit the bill perfectly. But yeah guys, if you're still here, thank you for sticking around till the end. Starting right now, this very moment when you watch this video, I'm starting up YouTube full time again, and I'm going to be making videos a lot more often, and I will see you in the next one very soon. Peace.